よし、じゃあ前回の続きやっていきます。まだ操作が慣れないんだよな。現場を消えた列車の謎を解明する。列車が消えた線路を調べる。どこだここ。
Trains can't just vanish without leaving a trace. It isn't possible, is it, Holmes?
そうだよね。ここから行けないの？走れるのはこれか。一緒に行くのね。いけないんだけど、あ、これ何？開ける。なるほど。これは線路じゃないな。いけないのか。じゃあここからで、いつの間入ってきたの？はいはい。で、こっからでも行けるのね。うわー。で、降りて、何？
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
なんかあるな。
There are no tracks or footprints on the ground.
なんかあるじゃん。
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. A discarded.
で、これは機場付近のなんて書いてあった？機場付近の地面と鉄道の枕木。
Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual.
変わったところはない。
Trains can't just vanish without leaving a trace. It isn't possible, is it, Holmes?
探せってこと？他になんかあるかな。特に変わったものはなんかあった。
The rails have not been touched.
線路には
There's
触れなか
nothing
っ
unusual here.
た。
There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues, and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising.
期待がで
This
きそう。
investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
地図。
Perhaps
駅員ってこと？走れー。いやー、列車が消えるってジャンプできねえのか。駅員さん、はい、ちょっとおじさん、どれだ？イーブシャム駅の駅長さん。
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master
Everett.
Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
さあ見てみましょう。ほくろ。これかな。名誉記章に特に変わったものは見当たらないかな。あ、指輪してる。結婚してるね。結婚指輪。あ、一周戻っちゃった。これは別に何も意味ないのか。あ、これか。これは別に汚れてない。泥のシミと、もう一個なんかあるはず。なんだろう、3文字。結婚指輪、泥のシミ。これは時計かな。あ、なんか、なんだ、これが白髪。
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. The memory's not what
昔
it
に比べ
used to
て
be.
記憶力が悪くてやばい
However,
じゃん。
if you need it, you can have the train
列車編成
composition
表をお持
report.
ちください。
It's inside my office.
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
See you later, my good man.
男は60歳代、結婚して長くなる。袖にまだ新しい土壌が付着していることから、こちらの駅長は園芸に熱中していると言える。名誉記章が彼が長期にわたり勤務を続けていることを語っている。これらすべてから彼は平穏無事な人生を送りたいと願っていることがわかる。まあ普通の人ってことかな。消えた列車なんぞ。周辺地域が載った地図を見つける。捜査に役立つだろう。ならそれを探すの。駅長室にあるって言いよったね。じゃあ探しに行くかな、駅長室に。よし、じゃあ行くか。駅長室。あれ、なんかまだある？ないね。駅長室はあれ、ワトソン邪魔。これかな。
This part is probably from a locomotive.
機関車の部品。
This part is probably from a...
はい。この箱なんかあるな。
an old locomotive bell. This place serves as a storage area for the
駅の
station.
倉庫か。じゃあ違うな。走れい。駅長室はどこかな。これか。 調べるところはから入
A
って、
telegraph.
うん、ここら辺かな。電報。
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this
ロビ
Mr.
ン
Robinson.
ソン氏。ロビンソン氏はブリドリントン駅にいる。 OK。 あと、あ、これもか。列車編成。
Here is the train set.
ノッテンガムからロンドン。型がロンドン&ノースイースタン鉄道324号。編成蒸気機関車、淡水車、一等車、郵便車、特別貨車、ロビンソン氏の注文、二等車。紹介、特別なアイコン、会話内で調べるのね。はーい、駅長さん。
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that
ス
entail?
ペシャルワゴン。
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
See you later, my good man.
何を運んでたのか突き止める。
The entire train.
そうだね。変わんねえのか。ここも変わんねえのか。オッケーオッケー。ワットソンとちょっと話すか。
The whole train just disappeared. It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. お、なんかあった。線路図。
This map will...
いいの取っちゃって。うん。で、あ、ノッティンガムだっけ。これで行けるのかな、向こうに。うん。どうやって行ったらいいんだ。
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. But what kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting.
ブリドリントン駅。
You mentioned a problem at Bridlington Station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you
Actually,
later,
get
my
in
good
there.
man.
はーい。どうやったらよし、ここか。まだ推理はないかな。これとこれ違うね。あ、特にまだないかな。はーい。罪飛ばすって書いてあったな。
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
どうなんだろうね。怒ってる。
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
Oh. これ作業着なんだ。なんか持ってる。安い剣。既婚者、結婚指輪。あ、なかった。決めの洗い旗。
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared. But I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners.
ヘビメ
Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Goodbye, sir.
It's a scandal!
The scandal. なんだ、何があるんだ。床の隙間。
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
保険証券。
A telegraph.
電報。
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions. Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with two furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service.
二人が
They
激
stayed
怒す
here
る
the。whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
なんか几帳面っぽいような人だな、この人。若い。で、清潔な衣類と指導書。まだ新人なのかな？インクのシミ。
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I have worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
十分な期間。
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Ah, that is... well, I'll tell you everything. First of all,
上の者
I
には
scolded the
逆らえ
ticket
ないんだ
inspector,
な。
for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
チェスターフィールド駅。
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing.
ほとんど
It was
読むことがで
almost
きなかった。
unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
何これ？チェスターフィールドテスト壁列車番号324うっちゃけ0030足0035到着が3時で発車が、0035ってことかな。チェスターフィールド駅長の消えた列車に関する報告書は間違いだらけでほとんど読むことができない。列車が実際この駅を通過したかしなかったのかについて彼の証言を確認することは難しい。
Don't touch anything, please.
まだ新人なのかな。なんか客いるじゃん。ロビンソン。あ、いたね。
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me.
Shamrock
But I'm not in the mood for
Flomes.
idle chit-chat at the moment.
シャムロック・フロームズって誰だよ。オーストラリアの帽子。高価な衣類。でっぷりとしたおな。重みがある金の指輪。と。装飾的な上着革。金持ちかね。
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention, but I was very optimistic about the director's board who were travelling on the train last night.
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazas company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazas company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in, and yet I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn train.
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you travelling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologize for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
I see that you kept your grip sack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype, and this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him. The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazas Chilean company.
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
Don't touch anything, please.
なんか調べることはあるかな。あ、これね。
This grip sack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep
いや、
watch.
鍵がない。
Of course.
あー、出た、これか。これじゃないな。これでいいのかな。で、こうして、あ、違う違う違う。いや、なんか一番後ろが違う気がするな。 これの多分一番後ろが2本しかない。このこれが違うな、合ってないもんな、線が。これのここか、こいつか、これが超絶難しいんだけど、あ、こうだ。で一番後ろが真ん中、あ、こいつじゃねえな。これの一番後ろ、これがこうか。あった、正解。やった。申し訳ないな。
Look, Watson, a bundle of contracts.
慎重
Very
にしよ
suspicious.
う。う
We
わ
should
ー、文
study
字
them
が多
carefully.
いぞ。
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
ロビンソンが売り手の
An exclusive sales
販売
contract.
契約書で、
Mr. Rob. Yeah.
はい、販売契約書。
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
これ一緒じゃない ?3 枚とも。
Yes. Mr. Robinson is. Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
I'm always wondering what's on.
そうだね、私も不思議だよ。ここはまた準備っていうか、何もないかな、ここは。何もなさそうだね。ここはやめる。いけないのか。おお、めっちゃ走ってる、めっちゃ走ってる。これはいけるんじゃない？いけないのか、ここは。ちょっと邪魔だよ。邪魔。
It's a scandal. An absolute outrage.
Scandal.
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
試作品のロビンソンの動機、彼が作成した保険と複数の不正の独占契約のおかげで試作品の紛失がロビンソン氏に多額な金額をもたらすことになる。そうだね。あとなんかあるかな。電報と試作品多くの買い手。ロビンソンは被害者。機械の紛失はロビンソン氏に災難をもたらす。不正行為を実行しようと計画はしたが、得る利益より損失額の方が大きかった。彼は試作品の総経費を保証しない。保険はそうね。ちょっとやってみっか。で、チリ人は列車に残った。これとこれかな。事故。チリ人が 列車に取り残されたらただの偶然だった。社長が彼らを見落としただけだった。チリ人は残された。チリの、バルカザス社の取締役は列車の中に残された。検察係が、チリ人以外の乗客を列車から降ろした。あとはないかな。じゃあなんかおじさんがいるね。おじさん話せる？話せないのね、おじさん。じゃあちょっと違うこれか。完了。消えた列車完了したのは OK で、ってことはそのなんとか隣の駅に行かなきゃいけないのか。じゃあチェスタフィールド駅に行こうかな。さあ行きましょう。なんかあるね。釣りの広告。
How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir.
死んでるんじゃない？
Wake up. Ah, his breath. He
蒸
must have
留
swallowed
酒の
half
酒
a
を飲み尽く
distillery
した。
And that explains the how.
by his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please, sir.
What? The 18-hour 72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions. Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No. Nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
くらいの表情だな。赤い花、トナカイか。清潔な衣類と、これも既婚者。酒だな。携帯用の酒瓶。釣り糸。
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
例の列車を確かに覚えている。違うの？正しい答え？
The station...
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
列車を遅れたじゃなくて、車両編成？あれこれでもない。飲みすぎたやつかな。
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite
セ
clearly.
リフが長
It
い。
was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
レディいやー、違う。酔っ払っていた。やっ ぱこれかな。
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
ダメじゃん、この
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet,
いや
but
救いようないじゃん。
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
そうだね。
Ah, will I ever get any peace?
いや、あなたが酒なんて飲むからでしょ、仕事中に。あ、ちょっと待って、なんかあったぞ。アルファベット。モール信号のアルファベット。
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but
誰し
apparently not.
か。あ、これを見ながらしてるんだね。特に変わったものはない。またこの鍵かよ。さっきのより簡単だな。床、引っ掛け
Bags were recently dragged
これじゃ
here.
ない？土のうじゃない？あはは。
French wine, a
あれ？
remarkable
年
vintage.
代物。
These bottles are too expensive for a
郵
station
便物
master's
から抜き
wage.
取ったの
They
だ
were
ろ。最
likely
悪だこい
taken
つ。
from the parcels.
Shameful.
けしからん。あいつ
I'm
最悪
always
だ
wondering what's on your
な。
mind.
あとは
French?
特になさそうかな。
These tools were used quite recently. They are still muddy. These tools.
なんかに使ったのかな。あ、こっちは開くんだ。
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere.
時計まで。
Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of
違う
course.
やつ
We
か
saw
も
it
しれないっ
coming.
てこ
The
と？
headlights. And heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the
そうだよね。
train
霧が多かったし
itself.
ね。
But... Oh, Holmes, I'm a little confused.
ああ、そうだね。確かに。ちょっと推理してみようか。チェスターフィールドの伝票と電源はならない。通過しなかった。これちょっとわかんないな。 そうだよね。解体されたっていうのが。また実験すんの？はあ。
I'm always wondering what's on.
I should use the appropriate object. I should use the appropriate object here. I should use the...
こうか。
I should use...
は？
I should use the appropriate...
こうね。はい。で、車輪が
I should use the appropriate object here.
ああ、これなんだ？車輪の軸？
I should use the appropriate...
ああ、これか。木の土台。歯車。
I should use the appropriate object here.
土台。木の土台。木の板。動かす。ちょうど合うんじゃない？あ、どこだ？ここか、ここか。はい。
I should use the...
取り付け場所がここかな。はい。あ、で、ここもいるのか。車輪ね。
I should use
ブ
the...
レーキ？ブレーキ、ブレーキ、ブレーキ。これかな？
I should use...
ブレーキの車輪。
So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson, I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle.
汽笛だけ。何かがあるものが必要。
We need to attach a headlight and a...
あるもの？
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
あるものって言ってもな、この汽笛と汽笛と
We need...
あれ、降りれない。あ、登れない。はあ、ちょっとなんか準備室なかったかな。あ、なんか調べてみる。
Railway post bags.
なんか消灯と、あ、なんかあるぞ。あ、汽笛。はい。と、 あ、発電所前ショート。はい。あー、見つけたー、見つけたー。
The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes,
It is elementary, my dear
消火器が
Watson.
必要。
We shall need a fire extinguisher. I need something long for the headlight.
何か長いもの。何か長いもの。なんかあるかな。あ、長い棒。あー、そうだ。聞かなきゃね。ここじゃない。か。あれ？違う。どこだっけ？ここじゃないね。荷物だもんね。ここから行って、あ、ここから入るのか。ここに行って、ちょいちょい。
You have quite a number of dirty tools lying around here.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for reminding me. I should clean them. Although, it might be easier to put them outside. Seems it might start raining soon.
I meant, what were they used for?
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me. They wanted to lift the edge of the railway to one of the stations on the line, so that the water wouldn't close.
Who were these workers?
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads. They invited me to share a drink. And whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't believe so. But see, they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull evening. Ah, will I ever get it?
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes. This bin is full of empty bottles. This bin is full of empty bottles.
違う。あ、もうここは調べる必要ないのかな。長いさをどいてくれ、どいてくれ、どいてくれ、ワトソン。もう邪魔、もうワトソン。とりあえず長いさをつけて。
The long pole is now attached. The headlight is attached.
うん。で、消火器がいる。
It is
オッケーオッケー。消火器。消火器。消火器ってこの時代の消火器ってどんなんなんだろう。あ、これか。あれこれじゃねえの、消火器って。ここにあ、邪魔もあなた。
Ah, will I ever get any peace?
ワトソンさん、ちょっと邪魔かな。ここにもしかしたらあんのかな。やねえな。消火器でしょ。どうやって来た今。ロビンソンって男はなんか怪しいね。確かに。あ、これ重いもの運ぶやつじゃない？ これはよしとチャリンコ特に変わりないか。消火器
Holmes,
It is elementary, my dear
消火器
Watson.
が必要になってくるだろうね。そうだね。
this Robinson fellow seems
わかった
suspicious to me.
わかったよ。ここら辺になんかないかな。引っかき傷っていうか引きずり跡。消火器。
This bin is full of empty bottles.
この解体された手漕ぎ機動車はこの謎と深く関わっているように思える。手漕ぎ機動車を復元して消えた列車を再現できるかやってみよう。
A fishing advertisement.
I had thought that
そうだね。で消火器本当に消火器なのかな。でもこの人たちちょっと役が変だから違うのかもしんない。あった。
The fire extinguisher. Now let us... First of all, let us pump the pressure inside
圧
the
力を加え
extinguisher.
よう。
First of all, let us... The steam whistle... Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
so such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Although you half suspected it.
At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our
あ
surroundings.
るんかい。
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
「列車はイーブシャム駅に到着してはいなかった。実はもっと前に消えていた。誰かがチェスタフィールド駅で手漕ぎ機動車と予備部品を使い列車に真似ていたものだった。」はあ。ならこれに古いので
Now
調
we
べ
have
る。
two maps. We must combine them properly.
へい。あ 角。なんかあるかな。くねってしてるところがあるはずだから、ロンドンでなんか3つ。なんかここじゃない？これだ。合ってる？でもちょっと待ってよ。やっぱここがこれで合ってるね。こうだ。いいえ？こうでしょ？こうで合ってるじゃん？こっからどうすればいいの？いいえ。この時点で今までのいやー、これでなんか沼歩くね。山か。山があってのここだから、ちょっとトイレ。よし。すっきりした。これでもここの道で合ってんだよな。これがまあ飛ばそうぜ。だって他になんかあるか？他になんかここちょうどだし、ここで絶対合ってると思ったけどな。
Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham station.
ってことは分岐点から先の視線、チェスターフィールドからイーブシャム間を走る石切り場に向かう視線を調べる。イーブシャムの鉄道視線を調べる。あ、いいよ。ここか。はあ、難しい。オッケー。
A fake train. Ha! What a clever and devilish trick.
The switch is rusted, but it still works.
本当だ。で、
Mines. This is interesting.
鉱山。逃げて、向こうに。
Quite possible for someone to redirect the train.
はあはあ。鉱山に行けと。結構なあれだな。
Here are the mines homes. They appear to be abandoned.
廃墟。
This mine has completely collapsed.
It is curious, but to be truthful, I am not entirely surprised.
It's difficult to follow you.
Someone removed these screws. A few feet of the.
はあ、なるほど。崩落した鉱山、積み上げた石、紙包み、小包み。
This is an unusual kind of paper, stiff and dry. It was used for a specific purpose. Let us look inside.
Okay.
Sawdust. I am almost certain it is a... Watson?
え？どうやって？
Dynamite.
아. ってことはこの中にあるってこと？特になんもねえな。金属の箱。
This box must be the...
またー。しかもめっちゃ難しいんだけど。これを中心に持ってきて、ここ。よし。で、これをこう持ってくれば、あれ？ 難しいな。
The Mexican company Caracao and the Chilean Barcazas both want to buy the mines. I need more information. Perhaps Mycroft could help.
はあ。ね。あとはお、これは開けれないな。こっちは何もないね。で、こっちはいけないと。これは特に何もないね。わーっと
Holmes, I don't understand. Why do you care so much about this business
こ
with the
だわっては
mines?
ないけど、イービション鉄道、ここか。違うね。ここが一番最初の駅かな。
The entire...
そうだね。ここは郵便物だね。で、ちょっと電報を貸していただけませんか？
Here is his reply.
これとこれかな。メキシコ人はチリ人に何の恨みも抱いていない。結局金儲けのための商売なのだから。たらチリ人がロビンソン氏の作品を盗むために列車を消した。鉱山をダイナマイトで崩落させてしまった。誰かが故意にこの場所を封鎖させたかった。妨害行為。合わないんだ。こっちか。で、通過しなかったでいいかな。オッケーオッケー。で、違う。場所的には駅に行けばいいのか。
Holmes, I don't understand. Why do you care so much about this business with the mines?
こだわってるわけじゃないけど。誰だこの人。
A funny character. He looks...
And he is not a... This scent is familiar to me, but in order to recognize it, I must combine my associations into one picture.
Hmm. どこまで動かしゃいいんだこれ。まあこっちなんだろうけど、わかったわかったわかったわかった、ここぐらいまでね。でこう違うな、これのこんな感じか。これはなんだ、なんか線がついてるな。で、ということはここら辺かな。で、
A
あっ
greenish
た
brown
ー。
cigar with a strong
Hakka.
aroma, a hint of peppermint. Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes, you amaze me.
No, Watson, I refer to the cigar. It is a Ricardo Turrent, a Mexican cigar of an excellent quality. Quite an expensive one, too.
灰皿、燃やされた紙切れ。
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
なんかあるな。
Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans.
ほほ。
A greenish-brown cigar with a strong... These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor. Some of the stubs were recently smoked. There are others that appear fairly old.
That means that the fellow spent several days here. Judging by his clothes, he's...
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo brand of Mexican cigar spent several long days at Doncaster Station. A greenish brown... These...
That means that...
This ashtray...
あとなんかあるかな。ドンカスター駅、駅長さんいるかい、いないのかい。競馬
Newspaper articles on horse racing. Hurdle, steeplechase and flat racing. He is a true...
はあ。競馬ね。あ、なんかまだ調べれるんだ。あ、これかな。
Betting slips for horse racing.
はあ。なんか書いてあるかな。
The sums are quite impressive.
そうな
It
の。
can be an expensive vice. This man had probably used all his savings.
A telegraph.
テレグラフ。あとはっていうか仕事場にまで趣味持ってくんなよな。
Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area might be worth checking.
そうだね。ここはさっきのところかな。
Railway post bags.
お、液晶のカバン。
This post bag belongs to the station master.
アイス。あー、なんか怖いな。
The station master appears to have found himself in some financial trouble.
もしかしても駅長さんいない感じ？あ、いるじゃん。
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. John Watson. We are investigating the case of the vanished train.
Is that so? Well, good day, gentlemen.
Duff.
I'm Mr. Duff, the station master of this station. I'll be happy to help you in any way I can, but there's not much that I can tell you about last night.
なんか競馬してる人には見えないけどな。うわ、なんか顔が変わった今。怖っ。憂鬱。うん、まあ憂鬱そうかな。ボタンが1個取れてる。指輪の跡。指輪の跡。時計はしていない。売っちゃったのかな？
It appears that you may be at risk of some flooding along the line here.
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
Quite so. But it is strange, because according to my map, there should be a quarry here, and behind that, the lake.
How should I know? I only arrived here a few months ago.
And where did you work before that?
Well, I was working in Nottingham. But I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here. Life is cheaper. I can't really complain.
Did any passengers leave or board the train last night?
No. I saw no one as usual. I reported the train's...
I observe that you are a gambling man, Mr. Duff. You had hoped that your relocation to this small town might have...
I beg your pardon? Addiction to what?
馬券かな？
We found a number of horse racing tickets inside your office. Well, well, we all have our weaknesses. An expensive obsession, surely, for a station master.
It is none of your business. I occasionally attend the races with my colleagues. And anyway, that's my private life.
There was a gentleman of Mexican origin, I believe, in the waiting room. Did you notice him?
What? A Mexican? Here in the back of beyond? Are you quite sure about that?
Goodbye, sir. It is obvious that we cannot inspect the quarry. Instead, we can check the beach area around the flooded lake. Watson, it seems that both South American companies were involved in the purchase of the mine.
The man at Doncaster who flared our approach, he smokes Mexican cigars. Perhaps...
Yes, Watson. We should certainly speak with him.
話す必要があるって言っても。 この家か。違うな。どこに逃げたんだい。ここかな。待合室。また逃げたの。
Please, sir, we would ask you not to leave. We have some questions.
Are you the police?
No, we are employed by the railway company. We are collecting witness statements about the train that disappeared last night.
Lo siento, I'm in a hurry.
Lo siento.
Really? It seemed that you were waiting here for someone. Could you tell us if you were at the station last night?
No, I just arrived from South America.
A formidable journey, no doubt. Which country are you from?
De Chile.
Chile. The Chile. こうかな。洒落た服。頑丈な体格。こうかな、葉巻。なんか入ってるかな。葉巻と指輪、武道なんかしてるか。しわ、しわ、メキシコ人。
But you are Mexican.
No, you are wrong. Why would you think I'm Mexican?
言葉じゃね。
Because of your cigars.
Sí, cigarrillos. So what?
Those cigars are the Ricardo brand, from Mexico. It is quite impossible to find them anywhere but there.
そうな
Pero
の。
not your business.
だろ
I don't suppose that you are on vacation. What business brought you here?
I was to meet my fellow compañeros, who were due to arrive yesterday. They were on that
あの列車に
damn
乗ってい
train.
たのだ。
I will stay here and hope that the authorities find them, or their bodies. It's now my responsibility to repatriate them.
Who authorized you to do that?
The company I work for.
あ
Could you tell me the name of the company?
It's not your concern.
And what is your name?
Enough questions. Buenas tardes.
なんで。
Not a very friendly man, and he is lying. He said that he just arrived, but we know that he has been here for several days.
うん、そうだね。数日前からいたね。で、どうしたらいいのかな。うん。すべ。湖付近。そうだね。ちょっと湖付近を調べるか。で、あの人はどこへ逃げたんだい。いねえな。消えちた。ここ調べっか。湖付近に何かあるかな。
Here we are at the beach that is located near the quarry and Doncaster station. It doesn't look like a very good place to
そう
rest.
だね。
These traces were made by a carriage. Look. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here.
これなんだ。
Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here.
メジャーかこれ。
Nothing interesting. The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are
かなり
quite
の
deep.
重量がある車両だったのだろ
The vehicle would have.
う。そうだね。あれ、まだなんかあるのか？
The vehicle would have
大
been
型、
heavy.
うん、そうだね。大型車の後、あとなんか調べるのある？あ、違うね。こっからこう行ってるから。へへへ。別にもう調べることなくない？あ、これ違うね。これなんだ、馬？
The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep.
うん。あとは特に調べるものはなさそうだけどな。何調べろってんだ？
The vehicle would have been.
そうだね。
The vehicle would have.
そうだね。なんか調べるものあるかな？もうないよね。石畳？石畳から置いて、なんか別に調べれるもん。あ、
The
石。
vehicle pressed this stone
地面
into
に
the
石を入れ
ground.
てかなり重
Would
量
have been quite heavy.
のある大型車だったのだろう。
These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials.
うん。同軸連射。長い。水没し、水に浸透した石切り場。ドンカスター駅、ああ、そうね。鉱山。こうなってる。特別な。違うな。これとこれ。違う。お金を受け取ったと、違うね。あ、これか。隠蔽じゃなくて、うわぁ。通過しなかった。そうだね、これ買うね。で、合わないね。これか。メキシコ人は腹を立てている。殺人？またなんか証拠があるはずか。 ボロ馬車
An
の3
abandoned
階。
gypsy caravan.
ジプシーのキャラバンね。
Observing the coastline and the moored boats, we are able to see that the lake's water level dropped. The lake has flooded the quarry. The dam was probably breached.
ダムが決壊。金属板。金属の札。ラス
A label with the name
ザ
Las
ル
Zarpas.
パス。書庫で、はい、調べましょう。なんかあったな。
This place was abandoned fairly recently.
これなんだ？物置？トイレ？で、これ書庫で調べる。
My search should be focused upon the name Las Zarpas.
ラスザルパス。
My search. My
経済。あったあったあった。メキシコ財だ。メキシコの財だ。カラカ
Here
ル。
it is.
はーい。これか。うん。貸し木船。またなんかあるはず。なんかしなきゃいけないことは、石切り場。チェスターフィールドからイーブシャムを、ここでいっか。こっち。こっちだと、違う、反対か。間違えた。はね、ドンカスター。からドンカスター、イーブシャム。鉄道線を調べる。たら駅長のお部屋に行って入れない、いけない。よし。
A telegraph.
うん、違う。なかなかうまくいかんな。この人に聞いたらいいのかな。
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
うん、そうだね、見つかんね。どこに行ったらいいのかな。鉄道支線を調べるでしょ。あ、イーブシャムの、今ドンカスタ駅にいるからこれ行かなきゃいけないのか。横文字わかんねえ。鉄道支線を調べる。ってことは駅長室かな。違う違う。どれだ。ここじゃないね、用具室だね。これ用具室っていうか、こっちか。ここからこれの鉄道支線あれ、これじゃないの。おっちゃん。
The entire train has
全然
disappeared.
違う。
It's a disaster.
はいはいはいはい。オッケーオッケーオッケー。これでもない。だってここイーウシャム駅でしょ。わかんねえや。予備部品だもんね。関係ないもんね。これでもない。こっちから来て、鉄道支線を調べる。どっかにだからあるはずなんだよな。
A telegraph.
うん。特に変わったものもなし。特に変わったものなし。こっちから消えたから、こっちにあるはずなんだけど、違った。空の瓶。分岐器。チェスタフィールド。イーブシャン。チェスタフィールド行ってみるかな。あれ違う いつもわかんない。よし。はあ。わかんねえな。リーブシャムかな。石切り場に向かうし。その視線がよ。このAくらいだからよ。Aくらいだからな。特に何も変わってない気もするが、変わったものなんてないよね。
What should we do next, Holmes?
いや、それこっちが聞きたいわ。ドンカスターに向こうに行くんでしょ。じゃあこっちに何かあるとかないね。なら反対か。ドンカスターに行ってもいけないから、で終わり。終わりだね。終わりだね。なんもないね、ここは。特にこいつ酔っ払いだけで特になんもなかったし、オフィス釣りの広告ってのがなんかあれだな。もしかしてこれで調べる？全然違う。時計が見当たらない。いや、売ったんだろうね。たんだろうな。そうだね。特にあとなんだ。分岐点。ここには特に何もなかった気がするけど。書いてみるか。調べる。特に何もない。これはこれはここを引いた道か。
This road should go in the same direction as the railway.
鉄道と鉱山。鉱山も何もないもんな。 鉱山ももう何も跡形もないく調べたんだよな。なんかあるわけでもないし、違う。あと調べてないのはチェスターフィールドからイーブシャンの石切り場に向かう。石切り場ってどれだ？ドンカスターで行ってみるか。あ、湖調べたっけ？あの奥って行けるのかな？うわ来たね。
Holmes, I don't understand. Why do you care so much about this business with the mines?
なんでだろうね。待合室には特に何もないもんね。はあ、難しいな。ここが違うな。ここが最初の駅か。ていうか馬車の中狭っ。
I will not move from here until I receive my...
It's a scandal. An absolute outrage.
そうだよね。
Don't touch anything, please.
分かった。何も調べるところないんだよな。これも調べらんないし。
It's a scandal.
これは普通の人だったんだよね、確か。入れるところといえばここも何もなかったもんね。ごめんね。めっちゃ不安そうにキョロキョロ。大丈夫？なんか疲れてない？めっちゃ疲れてるよね。ごめんね。特にでもないんだよな。消えたのがここでしょ。で、あ、分岐やけん向こうに行かなきゃいけないのか。あ、 お、なんか本が違ってる。仕切り場はこれか。見つけた見つけた。やっと見つけた。
There was a building here not so long ago.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy...
It was disassembled in great haste.
分解された
It
よう
is
だ。
most odd.
分解されたようだ。中には入れない。
Holmes, I don't understand. Why do you care so much about this business with the mines?
こだわってるわけじゃないよ。複数の跡、車輪の跡、大型車の跡。
Traces. Let's take a closer look. Nothing interesting here. The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches. The vehicle would have been heavy, as these traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials. The traces found at the disassembled shed near Evesham and at the lake were from the same vehicle. This road should lead to the town of Evesham.
ってことは、駅長さんに聞いたらいいのかな。よいしょ。駅長さん、駅長さん。
It appears that there was a small warehouse near your station, and that it was disassembled. Why is that?
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago. The police have already started their investigation, but I doubt that they'll find anything.
What was inside the warehouse?
Nothing of value. A few hundred feet of standby rails and some spare railway parts. But it wouldn't be easy to steal all of that. Why would anyone want to?
See you later, my good man.
これかな。なんだ。誰かが気象の隅、鉱山への道路の噴出部を一時的に修理した。列車は封鎖された鉱山の奥にある。答えはメキシコ人がチリ人を封印した。メキシコ人のチリ人に対する不尋常な行為が多くの命を犠牲にした。急いで行動しなくてはいけない。国際的摩擦を導く恐れがあるが、レストレードに連絡して警察に素早い正義を行使してもらおう。政治的な駆け引き、このような犯罪的組織は真っ向から対立することはできない。繊細な対応が必要だ。マイクロフトにこの紛争を解決する機会を与えよう。長引くかもしれないが有利に導くための重要な要因になるので、それも仕方ない。そうね、まだでも残ってんだよな。テスター、これなんだよね。これが今指しゃでしょ。石切り、 からここなんだよね。ドンカスターに行かなきゃいけないんだよね。めっちゃ難しいこれ。さばくのかさばかないのか。
What should we do next?
ついてきてくれたらいいよ。これか。
This railway branch should lead to the quarry. Let us take a look. The switch is rusted, but it still works.
はい。お、ちょい。
The rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable.
使えるんだね。ってことは一番向こうになんか跡がある。なんとか跡があ
The
る。
railway ends here. That is strange.
でもここまで。でもどれだ？これか。列車は沈んだのかもしれない。列車はドンカスター駅の浸水した石切り場に沈んでしまったのかもしれない。沈んだはずがない。列車は浸水した石切り場に沈んだはずがない。なぜならその場所に向かう古い線路の一部が欠けているからだ。欠けてるのか。だからいやでもな、沈んだかもしれない。隠蔽、妨害行為に当たると、これがな、もう事実だからな。沈んだはずはないんだ。この橋家船があと課題がな。これそのまま動かしたままやと沈んじゃうよね。かわいそうだから動かし。あれ？
All these trains and railway stations, Chileans, Mexicans, and Robinson with his prototype. Holmes, I'm utterly lost.
だよね。こうしとかないと沈
All
ん
these
じゃうよね。
trains and railway stations, Chileans, Mexicans, and Robinson with his prototype. Holmes, I'm utterly lost.
私もさっぱりだ。
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
そうだね。盗まれた線路とこれが、誰かが議場盗み、浸水した石切り場への線路の紛失部を一時的に修理した。こうだ。ネジこれかな。だろう。そうだね。こっちにしたらどうなる？もらったらでもっと前に消えていた。これは事実なんだよな。だから消えたと見せかけて 浸水した。通過した。沈んだかもしれないってなるなら、一つの事実が生まれる。沈んでしまった。メキシコ人が中人を溺死させた。まあこれが正しいのかな。全部つながってないんだよな。でもロビンソンは被害者。でもここはこれがチリ人見落としただけだったら消えるんだよな。チリ人残された気がするな。だからもう全部つながるんだよね。ロビンソンは被害者以外は。はいはいはい。あとは沈んだ、合ってんのかな。沈んだでこれでそうだ。正義。そうだね。いや、マイクロフトに言っても時間かかるからな。国際的。マイクロフトはそのために呼んだんだから。そうだね、マイクロフトが、お兄ちゃんのためにしてやろう。
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have your own ideas. What are they, Holmes?
On the one hand, we have the local constabulary and advice from our friend Lestrade. The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely on brute force. It could result in an international scandal. Our other option is Brother Mycroft and his tedious political games. He will locate the guilty parties without any trouble, but it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will be to Mycroft's benefit. But I think I'd prefer to give Mycroft a chance. We should overlook our personal differences on this occasion.
Let us go home, then. I'd like to begin writing a draft of this story.
I did not say that we had finished here yet.
Well, all right. What did I miss?
What? We know that the Barcazas Company directors were drowned in the flooded quarry, along with the train and Robinson's prototype. But we still need to corner the guilty party.
But how do you intend to prove... Oh, no. Please don't tell me we have to dive into the lake.
You may rest assured that I have a far better idea. We have only to use our corrupt Doncaster station master as bait. He will unwittingly trap our Mexican friend.
Of course, you already had a plan. I shall follow you, Holmes.
Well, the case is solved, and we shall be heading home. May we have 2 tickets to London, please?
Right away, but... Wait a minute. You've solved the case?
In a manner of speaking, can you believe that the rescue service miraculously saved one of the Chileans who were on board the train? The police have ordered his immediate escort to London on the next train.
He pulled through, then? He's alive?
Yes, by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transportation has its risk, but he will be held securely by the doctor and police officers. The gentleman carries some vital information on this case. I am sure of it.
Ah, really?
Your station will be famous, Mr. Duff. The journalists will be here before you know it. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba! You
Caramba.
traitor! You double-crossed me!
あ、なんかしなきゃいけない？なんかしなきゃいけない？あ、撃たれちゃった。あ、撃っちゃった。ごめん。いや、ダメだ。こらダメだ。
Dreadful. Two dead bodies. What a terrible ending to such a great case.
There, there, my dear fellow. It is all right. You did your best.
違う。ちょっともう一回やり直そうぜ。もう一回やり直そうぜ。殺しちゃダメだ。手を打たなきゃね。こっからの
Then the case.
バーっていって
Well,
ここも通り過ぎてしばらくして、ここだ
gentlemen,
よ。
you are under arrest.
Caramba!
カランバー。
Traitor! You double-crossed me!
オッケー。やったー。
Good shot, Watson. I always knew you were a talented marksman.
I didn't want another life lost in this case, Holmes.
Oh my God! I thought I was a dead man.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to ease your sentence. By the way, Watson, would you be so kind as to give me some shooting lessons later on?
Yes, but not in our sitting room, and not with you wearing a blindfold.
ああ、そういうこと？慎重に計画された殺人だった。メキシコ人はチリ人を殺害して列車を沈没させて犯罪を隠した。ダムの決壊が彼らに優位に働いた。所持する橋家を利用し、数秒間列車を走らせた後で浸水した石切り場に列車を沈めた。そして犯罪を隠すために線路を外しておいた。このような犯罪組織は真っ向から対立することはできない。繊細な対応が必要だ。マイクロフトにこの紛争を解決させることに決めた。そうだね。それでいいんじゃない？中立的。そうだね。はい、脱線。はあ、終わった。事件解決。お兄ちゃんがどうやってくれるかな。
Holmes, what happened?
I feel deathly.
And you look it. Let me examine you. Please don't tell me that you've returned to your old habits. The pupil is dilated. The temperature appears to be normal. I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats. I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats. A weak pulse, around 50 beats per minute. But you're dying, Holmes. Your pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to the hospital immediately.
The antidote.
解毒剤?
Give it to me.
The antidote? You mean that you're poisoned?
Now. Please.
Here, drink it all. Don't tell me that you did this to yourself.
Hemlock and datura. I was compelled to.
Holmes, imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
I knew that you would.
Mr. Holmes, Inspector Lestrade is here to see you.
Mr. Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
A good day, Inspector.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to find you here. I need your help. This is a strange one. We have brought in 2 young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the chamber, and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
A romantic escapade with an unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the bath, but... What?
As I said.
And they were tied together.
You are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
The Oceanic? Isn't that the largest steamer ever built?
Yes. And these 2 young banker chaps are sons of the owners of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more complex and maybe to your liking. It's a murder, but we're unable to find any weapon. We haven't touched anything. It's at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane.
A murder, a vanishing weapon, the Roman Baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
でもあなた属汽笛もらったの
On the sofa for the 3rd time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again.
またあのおばさん見るのもうずーっと見てるじゃん。あなたはこのおばさんが好きなのかしら？チーズね。
I'm always wondering what's on.
だよね。よし。じゃあ今回はこれで手紙
This is where I...
あるのか手紙が。OK。 じゃあこんなもんかな。またありがとうございました。